How's life? I don't know. It's alright. I've been dealing with some things like every human being and really didn't sleep much last night. I'm sorry. That's fine. I just think I need a little me time. I just think I need a little free time. Little break from the shows and the bus rides. Yeah. Last year I had a breakdown. Thoughts telling me I'm lost, getting too loud. Had to see a therapist and I found out something funny's going on up in my house. Yeah, started thinking maybe I should move out. You know, pack my car, take a new route. Clean up my yard, get the noose out. Hang up my heart, let it air out. I've been searching. What does that mean, Nate? I've been learning. Grabbing my keepsakes, leaving my burdens. Well, I brought a few with me. I'm not perfect. Looking at the view like this concerns me. Picking up the cues right, I'm quite nervous. Hate it when I lose sight, life gets blurry and things might hurt me. It's probably gonna be a long journey, but it's worth it though. Cold world out there, kids, grab your coats. Been a minute, I know, now I'm back to Rome. Looking for the antidote to crack the code. Pretty vivid, I admit it, I'm in classic mode. Don't need pity given to me, but I can't condone. Talking down to me, I'ma have to crack your nose for cracking jokes. I'm looking for the map, the hope, you see that? Been making a whole lot of changes. Wrote a song about that, you should play it. I get scared when I walk on these stages. I look at the crowd and see so many faces. Yeah, that's when I start to get anxious. That's when my thoughts can be dangerous. That's when I put on my makeup and drown in self-hatred. Forget what I'm saying and where the beat go? Oh, ain't that something? Drums came in, you ain't see that coming. Hands on my head, can't tell me nothing. Got a taste of the fame, it upon my stomach. Throw it back up like I don't want it. Wipe my face, clean up my vomit. OCD trying to push my buttons. I said don't touch it. Now y'all done it. I can be critical, never typical. Intricate with every syllable, I'm a criminal. Intimate but never political, pretty visual. Even if you hate it, I'll make you feel like you're in it though. You call me what you want, but never call me forgettable. Leave you deep in thought, I can never swim in the kiddie pool. Waited, I've been thinking the cinematic is beautiful. Man, I don't know if I'm making movies or music videos. Yeah, the sales can rise, doesn't mean much though when your health declines. See, we've all got something that we trapped inside that we try to suffocate, you know, hoping it dies. Try to hold it underwater, but it always survives. And it comes up out of nowhere like an evil surprise. Then it hovers over you to tell you millions of lies. You don't relate to that? Must not be as crazy as I am. The point I'm making is the mind is a powerful place, and what you feed it can affect you in a powerful way. It's pretty cool, right? Yeah, but it's not always safe. Just hang with me, this'll only take a moment, okay? Just think about it for a second. If you look at your face every day when you get up and think you'll never be great, you'll never be great. Not because you're not, but the hate will always find a way to cut you up and murder your faith. I've been developing, take a look at the benefits. Nothing to meddle with, I can never be delicate. My even relevant, that depends how you measure it. Take a measurement to back it up and give me the evidence. Pretty evident, dependable, can never be tentative. I'm a gentleman, depending on if I think you're genuine. Pretty elegant, but not afraid to tell you to get it. Grip proper etiquette, I keep it to myself when I celebrate, huh? It's that time again. Better grab your balloons and invite your friends. See, bounce back on, yeah, strap them in. Look at me, everybody, I'm smiling big. On a road right now that I can't predict. Tell me tone that down, but I can't resist. Y'all know that sound, better raise your fist. The search begins, I'm back, so enjoy the trip, huh?
If you smell what The Rock is cooking. The Rock says, The Rock says, The Rock says, The Rock.
Voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate. I have a voice that has the knowledge and the power to your fate.
Hello and welcome to the first WWE Wrestling Talk Show of 2021 with Reese Jones and
Sean Randy Smith.
And now, as we reset the calendar for WWE pay-per-views, it is time to start your engines and get on the road to WrestleMania, which begins at the Royal Rumble.
It does indeed. This Sunday at the time of this recording from Tropicana Field, due to COVID-19.
We have 6 matches confirmed. This is confirmed at the moment, set to take place, and we shall run through the 4 championship matches first, starting with the situation on SmackDown, which requires us to go all the way back to TLC.
Yes, let us talk you through that now.
With a little bit of help from Jey Uso, Roman Reigns was able to retain the Universal Championship against Kevin Owens in a TLC match. Because of that, on the Christmas Day episode of SmackDown, a rematch was set to take place inside the steel cage.
Again, thanks to the help of Jey Uso and with a pair of handcuffs, the head of the table remained Universal Champion.
Then he would send Owens off the virtual audience stand on New Year's Day.
Yes, through a table. Oh my god.
But then when we got to the January 8th episode of SmackDown, things got a little bit interesting. Adam Pearce, questioned by Roman Reigns over his booking decisions, including his decision to make a gauntlet match to decide who would challenge Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble.
Yes, so we had various superstars such as Daniel Bryan, King Corbin, Shinsuke Nakamura, Rey Mysterio, and so on.
Yes. However, Paul Heyman was able to pull some strings and place Adam Pearce into this match. Shinsuke Nakamura managed to outlast the field before being attacked by Jey Uso and Roman Reigns, who then basically rolled Adam Pearce on top of him, for Adam Pearce to become number 1 contender for the Universal Championship.
Much to everyone's shock and horror.
The week after that, when it came to a contract signing, the match was changed from the ordinary singles match to a last man standing match.
Was indeed.
And after Roman Reigns signed the contract, Adam Pearce struck him with, let's just say, a how did you not see that coming situation.
Yes, because
Standard clause in all WWE contracts and shows, card subject to change.
yes, that was done when Adam Pearce said, "I've got someone to cover me." So when he pointed to the stage, much to Roman Reigns' annoyance, out comes Kevin Owens to sign the contract and take Adam Pearce's place.
At the Royal Rumble, it will be Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens in a last man standing match for the Universal Championship.
Now, what are we expecting from this match? Destruction, carnage,
and Uso involvement again.
Again. Potentially, yes.
Now, on Raw, things get almost worse.
Yeah.
So, on the January 4th episode of Raw, Legends Night, as they called it,
The first Raw of the new year,
Drew McIntyre had a successful title defense against Keith Lee. When he was confronted by Goldberg,
or otherwise known as Goldberg,
Goldberg stated that McIntyre had no respect for legends and thought that he was better than any of them when they were in their prime, and would then challenge McIntyre to a WWE Championship match at the Royal Rumble.
Much to everyone's annoyance.
Now, initially, Drew McIntyre was like, facing you would be facing my dad. But then Goldberg gave him a bit of a shove. Now, unfortunately, round about this time as well, a week later, it was announced that Drew McIntyre had tested positive for
COVID-19.
means that he had to self-isolate for 2 weeks and was not on the following 2 episodes of Raw. However, he did accept Goldberg's challenge via satellite.
Now, where does that sound familiar?
And there's also a third wheel in this debate that we need to talk about.
Yes. A very big third wheel.
At TLC, The Miz cast in the Money in the Bank contract. Or should I say, John Morrison cast in the Money in the Bank contract in the match between McIntyre and AJ Styles. However, The Miz came out with the argument that he, as the briefcase holder, did not say, "I'm cashing in." Therefore, he was given back the Money in the Bank contract.
By WWE official Adam.
And has said several times over the past few weeks that he will cash in at the Royal Rumble.
The question is, where in the match is he going to cash in?
Going back to TLC again.
Yes.
Asuka was scheduled to team with Lana to face Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler for the women's tag team titles, except Lana was taken out.
By Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler.
So then Asuka had to find a new tag team partner, which she did in the form of the Queen, Charlotte Flair.
Returned to help Asuka and essentially win the Women's Tag Team Championships from Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax.
Jax and Baszler have been in, let's just say, not very good moods since that. I've had various matches with Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke.
I do mean various.
And one-on-one matches with Charlotte and Asuka. And at the Royal Rumble, even though automatically matches aren't a thing anymore, or so they say, Asuka and Charlotte Flair will defend the women's tag team titles against Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler.
So, are we expecting Asuka and Charlotte to retain their titles?
I'm torn on that one. Because it depends on several things. What their plan is going into WrestleMania, if they have one.
Yeah.
And if Charlotte Flair's stepmother gets involved.
Now we move over to the SmackDown Women's Championship as Carmella challenges Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Again, a rematch from TLC. However, this match was only granted by Sasha Banks once she was able to get her hands on Reginald in a intergender match.
First intergender match we've seen on WWE TV in a while.
Here, I don't expect a title change because I'm expecting Sasha Banks to be champion at least until the show of shows.
WrestleMania.
And speaking of WrestleMania, now that those 4 matches are out of the way, that just leaves 60 superstars, 30 men, 30 women, 2 Royal Rumble matches, for prize a title match at WrestleMania.
There's only one thing for it.
The men's Royal Rumble match, we have... Actually, before we do that, let's...
We need a special someone.
Well, we need 2 special things. It's...
Let's get ready to rumble!
Yes, indeed, it's time to get ready to rumble. First, the men's Royal Rumble match. We have 21 out of the 30 participants announced. They are Daniel Bryan,
the United States Champion, Bobby Lashley,
the phenomenal AJ Styles, 5 years after making his debut in WWE.
the Viper, Randy Burn Orton.
Yes, and there's a story there that will probably be told going into WrestleMania.
Yes.
Otis,
Mr. Money in the Bank, The Miz.
Yes, which is why you have to wonder how and where will the Money in the Bank briefcase come into play in the WWE Championship match. Then we also have Jey Uso,
Cesaro,
Jeff Hardy,
Sami Zayn,
Show Off, and one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Dolph Ziggler,
the newly turned face, Shinsuke Nakamura,
Intercontinental Champion, Big E,
John Morrison, the Miz's tag team partner,
Sheamus,
the leader of Retribution, Mustafa Ali.
in a repeat from last year, because he won't returning from injury. On this day, we will see clearly Edge returns to action in the Royal Rumble match.
I like what you said there. Next entrant will be King Corbin of SmackDown.
Next two entrants, father and son in Dominic and Rey Mysterio.
And the final entrant who made his return on last night's SmackDown, the Braun Strowman.
That leaves 9 entrants. It's yet to be confirmed. Some of them we can guess at. I mean, I would hazard a guess that Seth Rollins will probably be in this match.
Yes. Considering that the mom, or should I say now, birthday girl at the time of this recording, the man Becky Lynch, has now given birth.
Speculation over what John Cena will be doing. But that's the great thing about the Royal Rumble match is even when you know most of the participants, it's still speculation as to who's going to turn up.
Yes.
Now, with the Women's Royal Rumble match, we have 13, less than half of the field announced. Starting with, pulling double duty, Nia Jax.
Also pulling double duty, Charlotte Flair.
She made her main debut, Royal Rumble debut at last year's Rumble, Bianca Belair.
The role model and longest reigning SmackDown Live Women's Champion, Bayley.
Mandy Rose.
Her tag team partner, Dana Brooke.
Peyton Royce.
Alexa Fiend Bliss.
Pulling double duty as well as Nia Jax's tag team partner, Shayna Baszler.
Liv Morgan.
Ruby Riott.
Tamina.
And Natalya. Now, there's also a side note. At the time of this recording, in fact on the night of this recording, WWE will feature a special episode of Backstage with Paige, Booker T, and Renee Paquette / Young.
I'm not going to say the other name because of copyright reasons.
It was announced on SmackDown that they will announce the numbers 1 and 2 entrants, in other words, who will start the men's Royal Rumble match. And there will be a match between Tamina and Natalya, where the winner will be the number 30 entrant in the women's Royal Rumble match.
Interesting.
Now, of course, A Royal Rumble is an event that is all about the numbers.
Yes. So let us have WWE run us through the numbers.
Take it away, Corey Graves.
The Royal Rumble match.
This is what we've all been waiting for.
30 men and 30 women battling for the ultimate prize. A championship opportunity in the main event at WrestleMania. What began as a spectacle in 1988 has created some of the most iconic moments in sports entertainment history.
With a tear in my eye, this is the greatest moment in my life.
He did it! He did it! Rey Mysterio did it!
Finally, The Rock is going to WrestleMania!
And you never know who's going to show up.
You think you know me?
You gotta be kidding me!
It's been 9 long years! Edge is back!
Since its inception, there have been 1,130 entrants into the Royal Rumble match. Of those 1,130 participants, only 30 individuals can say they've won.
John Cena, Becky Lynch, Batista, Triple H, Undertaker!
This incredibly rare achievement has propelled 18 superstars to win a world championship at WrestleMania, including the last 4 Rumble winners. Skill, endurance, and the luck of the draw are the keys to success. And while victory at an early number is improbable, Shawn Michaels proved it was not impossible, entering at number 1 and outlasting the entire field to win in dramatic fashion.
Only one of Shawn Michaels' feet hit the floor.
But not everyone can survive.
When did he land? 1 second!
I wasn't it!
No redos, Santino!
Some struggle to even get in the ring.
Oh my God, what the heck? What did Titus just... I can't believe what I just saw!
While others defy the laws of physics to avoid elimination.
What a move! Kingston's a Rumble highlight reel!
Speaking of highlight reels, Kane has competed in a record 17 Rumble matches where the Big Red Machine decimated his opponents with a record 43 total eliminations. And as for the single Rumble match elimination record, Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman laid waste to an unfathomable 13 superstars apiece. This year, the 34th annual Royal Rumble features a lineup of all-stars. In an incredible show of endurance, Daniel Bryan achieved an astronomical record with 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 6 seconds in the Royal Rumble match.
What an incredible performance by Bryan!
An accomplishment Bryan's looking to build on this year with his first Royal Rumble victory. Bianca Belair and Shayna Baszler both made their Royal Rumble debuts last year and eliminated a record 8 women apiece. Will these athletically gifted superstars prove to be imposing threats yet again? Back in 2019, Nia Jax became one of only 4 women to compete in the men's Royal Rumble match.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate, she does!
The Irresistible Force took it a step further, competing in both the men's and women's Rumble matches in the same night. Last year's Rumble winner, Charlotte Flair, looks to win her 2nd straight Rumble match, joining Hall of Famers Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels, and Stone Cold Steve Austin as the only back-to-back Royal Rumble winners, a feat that hasn't been accomplished in 23 years. And if winning 2 Rumbles wasn't impressive enough, Stone Cold Steve Austin stands alone as the only man to win 3 Royal Rumble matches.
Oh, hell yeah!
With Randy Orton triumphant in 2 Rumbles already, could the Viper join the Rattlesnake as the ultimate Royal Rumble icons?
I'm here to rumble.
But no matter the odds, each of the 30 men and women
What an atmosphere this is tonight! Stars are remade, legends created.
competing in their 2 respective Royal Rumble matches
The road to WrestleMania starts now.
can be the one to make history.
I'm here to rumble.
So what was that? So those are the numbers that stand out in the Royal Rumble match for both the men and the women.
Yes, so Royal Rumble will take place at the time of this recording tomorrow night from Tropicana Field in Florida.
Well, at the time of this recording, it's about 16 hours away, roughly. No,
Yeah,
no, 24 hours, 30 hours, I should say. But we'll run through the card one more time.
Yes, we shall.
In a last non-standing match, Roman Reigns will defend the Universal Championship against the bug that won't go down, Kevin Owens.
We will also have Drew McIntyre defending his WWE Championship against Goldberg.
Asuka and Charlotte Flair will defend the Women's Tag Team titles against Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler.
Yes. And we will also have Sasha Banks defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against Carmella.
Along with the men's and the women's Royal Rumble matches.
So that about does it then. For the Royal Rumble pre-show card.
Yes, there's just one thing left to say, but we will leave you with it. But until next time, he has been
Sean Randy Smith, and he's been
Chris Rock Jones. We shall go out with Michael Buffer.
Uh...